y'all, welcome back to another Teen Book Babble. I'm Haley, and today I'm going to be talking about Hooky Volume 1 by Miriam Bonestreture. Hooky is a fantastic graphic novel series set in a world full of witches and magic. Our two main characters are twin 12-year-old witches named Danny and Dorian. They're off to start their first year at magic school, but the only bus that can get them there takes off without them. Danny hops on her broom to try and catch the bus, but Dorian grabs the end and stops her. They're not actually supposed to be doing magic in public, and if they get caught, it could cause some problems. But now, because Dorian has stopped Danny from reaching the bus, they've missed their one and only opportunity to reach this magic school. Instead of telling their parents they can't get to school, they go off to find someone else who can teach them magic. First stop, their aunt's house. She's a powerful witch who should be able to help. Except during one of the tasks she assigns them, the twins cause a huge commotion and end up accidentally being declared traitors to their kind. Fleeing the scene, Danny and Dorian search for another teacher. They stumble upon a soothsayer who shares his magic with the general public. He agrees to teach the two along with his apprentice Nico, who isn't actually magical. In another castle is Princess Monica, whose betrothed prince has been taken captive by witches. She's heartbroken and completely distraught, but she decides she's not going to sit there while her prince is out there somewhere. She leaves the castle to find and rescue the prince. On her journey, she ends up in the town that Danny and Dorian are staying in. Not only that, but she goes straight to see the soothsayer and kind of freaks out when she sees Danny and Dorian practicing magic. Despite the chaos, they manage to convince Princess Monica that they're kind and they're working against the evil witches. Speaking of the evil witches, they're trying to crown their new prophesied king of witches who will lead a witch rebellion against all non-magic people. A rebellion that will turn into a war, destroying everything. Danny and Dorian are now in the middle of all of this. Together with their group of magic and non-magic friends, they're going to try to rescue the prince and convince the world that they don't have to fight each other. I absolutely loved Hooky. The characters are so fun, the art is adorable. I really loved seeing all the different kinds of magic and that no one's really expected to be good at all kinds of magic. I love that this story feels like a silly little journey that the twins are on, but it's way more than that. The twins want the world to be a better place for those who practice magic and those who don't. But don't be fooled by all the wholesome art and characters. This book definitely has some darker elements. Hooky is an absolutely wonderful graphic novel, and I highly recommend it. Hooky Volumes 1 and 2 are both available in print at Fountaindale.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Marshall. I am a Teen Services Specialist here at Fountaindale Public Library District, and today I wanted to talk to you about a very special book. It's called The Nightmare Before Christmas, Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shea Earnshaw. So this is a book about Jack and Sally who live in Halloween Town, and this takes place exactly 1 year after Jack and Sally fall in love and they get married, which means that Sally is the new pumpkin queen. And that means that Jack is the pumpkin king. But there's only one problem, which is that Sally does not necessarily feel like she belongs in this new role. She's not very used to the limelight, and she also feels like she does not live up to the expectations of pumpkin queen. So one day, Zero and Sally are running through the hinterland forest, and she runs across a new door to a new realm called Dreamtown, and she accidentally leaves it open. And because of that, a monster escapes Dreamtown. And because of that, Halloween Town and the rest of the holidays are in danger. And if they are in danger, that means that the human world cannot get the holidays that they need. So it is up to Sally to save not only Halloween Town, but also the rest of the holidays as well. If you would like to know how this book ends, you can check it out in the Teen Vortex or in our Lucky Day collection. You can also find it on Hoopla as an e-audiobook or Access 360 as an ebook. So one of the reasons why I really love this book is because of the nostalgia factor. I really loved how when I first watched The Nightmare Before Christmas as a kid, and I absolutely loved it. So it really took me back to my childhood. I also really loved it because it was really suspenseful at the end of each chapter. I really loved how Earnshaw wrote the book so that it really kept the pace of the storyline really fast, which I really appreciated. Finally, I really loved how she did all of this in collaboration with Tim Burton. I really loved how um, throughout the course of the book we find some backstory about where Sally comes from, and all of this is done in collaboration with Tim Burton so that everything is consistent with the rest of the story. So I thought that was absolutely great. So I really hope that this book also brings you back to your childhood as well. You can find it anywhere within our library. And thank you so much for joining me, and hope you have a great day. Bye bye.